A political earthquake has shaken the very foundations of Westminster. Not a tremor, not a momentary shock, but a full-scale rupture, a once-in-a-generation upheaval that has split the British political landscape wide open. For decades, Britain was ruled by a rotating door of Labour and Conservative elites, each promising change while quietly preserving the status quo. Elections came and went, yet the problems remained: mass immigration, crumbling public services, rising crime, the betrayal of Brexit, an ever-widening gap between London and the rest of the country. The public grew tired, frustrated, ignored, and betrayed. And then, amid the silence, one voice refused to fade: Nigel Farage. He was mocked, ridiculed, branded a provocateur, a populist, a distraction. But while Westminster sneered, the people listened. Farage didn't offer rehearsed slogans, he offered a reckoning, a voice for the voiceless. And now that voice has thundered into power. This is no longer a fringe rebellion. Reform UK has surged into government with a commanding 74-seat majority mandate, more powerful and more disruptive than anything Britain has seen in decades. The old parties didn't just lose an election, they lost control, credibility, and the very argument. For their existence, Labour collapsed. The Conservatives imploded in Keir Starmer. Now a footnote, a man who mistook silence for support, managerialism for leadership. Farage and his movement didn't just tap into dissatisfaction, they channeled a national revolt. Reform UK ran on one powerful, unflinching message: the establishment has failed you. We will not. From Barking to Bolton, from Redcar to Ramsgate, working people left behind for decades stood up and said, enough. No more managed decline. No more open borders. No more fake promises. What we're witnessing is not business as usual. This is the start of a political realignment, the likes of which Britain hasn't seen since the days of Thatcher, perhaps even before. It is not simply that Reform UK won. It is that millions across this country finally saw through the lie that the two-party system could protect them, represent them, or even hear them. And now, with the establishment reeling, Reform UK has a historic opportunity, an immense responsibility. Reform UK's rise and Labour's collapse mark a decisive shift in British politics. The public has chosen bold change over stale consensus, ushering in a new political age to fix what has been broken, to protect what has been eroded, and to deliver not for the elite, but for the everyman. For Britain, this is the new chapter, the new contract. Not between Westminster and lobbyists, but between a government and its people. And that chapter begins now. Asterisk.